Let's take a look at how to create a reference plane normal to curve. Now, I'm going to stay with the geometry I just created, and I'll come up here to planes, and under this little pull down, I'll go to normal to curve. Identify this line and roll the plane along there. I'll just select anywhere along this line, place the reference plane. I'll hit escape. I'll come up to circle, and I'll identify that plane and lock to it, and then select right at the point where it intersects. That's the intersection point of the line and the new plane. I'll put a circle right there. Come up to extrude, and instead of face, I'll just pick single. Identify the circle, and I'll just pull that along. Now I'm going to hit the space bar, or just come over to add cut and go to cut. Also symmetric. Now let's look at another example. I'll come back up, pull down to normal to curve, and I'll identify this circle right here. And I can roll this anywhere around here that I want. Let's just put it over this way, about there. And I'll hit escape, come back to the circle command, identify this reference plane now, lock, and then right at the intersection again. I could go right here, but this time actually I'm going to go to sketch view, and I know that I'm looking at that square on now. Now if I zoom in here, and just right at the center, I'll just put a circle right here. And again, extrude. I'm still on single. And I'd like to cut this away. Select the cut option and push that through. So this is a great way to cut at odd angles like this. Now let's look at another example. I'm just going to close out of this file, no save, open up a new part file. I'll come up here to the curve command. I'm just going to draw a curve on any of these reference planes. Start here. So on any curved geometry like this, we can come back up now, more planes, I'll pull down again, normal to curve, I'll identify this curve and see how the reference plane walks around the curve. It's actually super cool how this does that. So anywhere along this curve, I can just select, and I notice the lock is still on, so I'm going to turn off the lock, go back to circle, and now I'll identify the reference plane I just created. If I come down to the line, that tells me exactly where I'm intersecting. I'll just put that right there. Maybe I'll put another circle right there also. So then I could come back to extrude, and this time I'll change it from single to face. I'll grab that face right there and I just extrude that just a little bit. So that's how you add normal to curve along a curve.